is Lucy Emanuel. I'm the audiological technician and teaching assistant for the City and County of Swansea. Here is some information about radio aid use in an educational setting. A radio aid amplifies the speaker's voice around 10 to 15 decibels above background noise. There are two parts of a radio aid: a transmitter with a microphone, which is worn around the speaker's neck, and receivers which are connected to the learner's hearing aids or cochlear implants. This brings the teacher's voice closer to the learner. Some radio aids can also be connected to a laptop, computer, whiteboard, iPad or phone. The microphone needs to be around a hand span away from your mouth when your head is up and looking forward. If too low, it will not pick up the speaker's voice. Scarves, jewellery and lanyards can interfere with the microphone. This causes the learner to hear a scratching noise, and it can be very distracting. To support the learner, please remove these items when wearing the radio aid. A radio aid can transmit up to over 10 to 25 metres depending on the model. If you leave the classroom to talk to a colleague or another learner, please remember to mute or switch the radio aid off. Every time a radio aid is switched on, it will need connecting to the receivers. This includes switching the radio back on after a private conversation. Remember that it allows the child to hear your voice above the noise of the classroom, and it enables the child to access the curriculum. A radio aid system is an expensive piece of equipment. The whole system, including the radio aid and the receivers, cost between £1,500 and £2,000. In most cases, receivers need to be removed at break time, lunchtime and the end of the school day. Children need to be supervised when attaching and removing the receivers. The radio aid needs to be charged every night in a safe place. The radio aid system must be kept in school unless specific arrangements have been made with the additional learning needs inclusion team and appropriate insurance has been put in place. Here is some information on how to use the Roger touchscreen radio. First, connect the plug to the charging lead. Then connect the lead directly into the bottom of the radio. The radio should be fully charged in around 2 hours. A flashing green light will indicate it is charging when off, and a red and green flashing light will indicate it is charging when on. A solid green light will indicate the radio is fully charged. To switch the radio on, press and hold the power button on the side of the radio for 1 second. The light will flash green to show it has power. To switch the radio off, press and hold the power button until a pop-up window appears. Select Yes to turn the radio off. The light will flash green to indicate it is switching off. The radio sleeps automatically if you do not touch the display screen for a set period of time. To wake the radio up, press the power button. This works in the same way as a mobile phone. Hold the radio near a receiver. Press and hold the connect button for a second. The light will flash green to confirm connection, and a window on the screen will indicate it is connected to a Roger X. If connection is not successful, the screen will show no device detected. If this happens, check the receivers are attached correctly and that you are holding the radio close enough to them, and try the process again. The microphone automatically chooses its own microphone mode. This can either be lanyard mode or conference mode. This is dependent on the orientation of the radio. To use lanyard mode, slide the radio onto the lanyard. Use the clasp on the lanyard to open and close so you are able to fit it comfortably around your neck. Remember, the radio needs to be around a hand span away from your chin to allow a clear transmission. Pull the tab on the back of the radio to shorten the lanyard. To use conference mode, place the radio on a table or flat surface. Conference mode can benefit learners in group discussions or group reading, as it will transmit everyone's voice to the receivers. Please take into consideration this needs to be used in a quiet classroom, so only the sounds needed are transmitted. Press the mute button, which is on the front of the screen. The light will flash red, indicating the device is muted. To unmute, press the button again. The light will return to green to show that sound is being transmitted again. Before you connect to anything, make sure the volume on the computer is down low, as once connected, the sound will be transmitted directly to the learner's hearing device. Make sure the radio and receivers are connected. Using an audio jack cable, connect one end to the bottom of the radio and the other end into the headphone or speaker outlet of the computer, laptop or whiteboard. The screen will list a few options, including output and input. Select input, as this allows the radio to broadcast the audio from any multimedia device to its network. The sound from the computer should now be transmitted directly to the learner's hearing device. This will only allow the deaf learner to hear the audio from the computer, laptop or whiteboard. To allow the whole class to hear the audio, an audio jack splitter cable will be required. To use this, connect the splitter cable to the headphone or speaker outlet on the computer. Then connect the audio jack cable from the radio into one outlet and the computer speakers into the other outlet. This will allow the sound to be transmitted to both the deaf learner as well as the whole class. If you have any questions regarding equipment, please contact me for support.